Hey guys, it's Jimmy Jam, and welcome to the nerdy. No, we're not going to do that. No, 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 we're not doing that. I'm going to keep that for the edited version. But hey guys, it's me again, and it's me and Carl the Madman. There he is. I'm pointing to him. Uh, yeah, that's yeah. Oh, it's almost we're almost doing the ET touch fingers. Oh, there we go. Yeah. All
Uh,
right. All right.
I'm
Just
just
a little
trying to
talking.
trying to find your stream here. Okay, there it is. Yep. Okay, you're working. Yep. It's
Okay,
working. It's
perfect.
working.
I was like, good, good, good. We are actually live. And there should be some people. I posted it earlier too. And
Looks like we're pointing
I
in
love it.
opposite directions. I got to point this way.
Oh, oh, is that wicked? Oh, oh,
Let's see here.
oh.
This is some good television.
Right?
Mhm.
This is quality entertainment.
This is what happens when you invite
Absolutely.
me to your show.
Right? I love the chaotic.
Oh
There we
yeah,
go.
no, you point. You got to point the other direction.
Oh, okay. Oh, this way. Eh, 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 eh,
Wow, there's quite the
eh,
delay on here.
eh, eh, eh. I'm gonna rub it. I'm gonna rub it. If you're watching, I am rubbing the finger.
Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, now we're pointing in the right direction. There we go.
Yeah. All right. All right. Oh, now I see that. It's
Yeah,
not reversed now.
yeah.
Woohoo.
Okay,
All right. Anyways, so
take it away.
welcome to Jimmy Jam's Nerdy and Chaotic, and we're coming back for a rare episode of a part two because my phone died because I wasn't smart enough to charge it enough. So
I was surprised
yeah,
actually because when I looked on my phone, I was still at like 31% or something.
I was probably at like 60% when we started, and
Yeah.
I was like, I wrote down notes. We can breeze past this. No, because I wrote notes, it went longer. I'm pretty sure, but that's good. That's good. I like to get those notes out. And if you haven't guessed by now, I like to talk. And I like to talk about aliens. So that's what we're coming up to now. It's Alien Resurrection.
Yeah.
Oh God! I just dropped
Part
a beer and it
part.
exploded on me.
Uh, oh yeah.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
it just squirted. I don't know how else to say it. It just squirted on me. Anyways, part two of Alien Resurrection, our review of a movie I nostalgically like. Carl, I'm gonna go this way. It might work. Himself, Carl, he's not so fond of it, and that's okay. And that's why we do these reviews. And I have to fix a mistake from my last one for part one. I said that this movie had half the budget of
hmm
Alien 3. That is wrong. Alien 3, actually, this movie had $20 million more than Alien 3.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, there's $20 million more into the budget than Alien 3. And what it was that I got confused was that Aliens was only like 16.5 million and
Wow.
yeah, right. And then Alien 3 was 50 million, and because of that huge jump, I thought this movie was only half as no. This movie was actually, I'm pretty sure, like definitely up to this point, obviously, it was the most expensive Alien movie that they had made.
Hmm. I
So
know. You know. I
and
wish they would release that number without putting the actors' pay in it.
yeah, right.
I wish they would put like have a side note.
Yeah, of like
Just
what actually went, like so you can see what went into production, what
yeah.
went into salary, what went into the, like,
I think that'd be cool to see. But
and to see what went into marketing too, because that's something that sometimes they add, but usually it's like another third of the movie's cost goes towards marketing,
hmm
but they don't add that in. So that's like another 10, 20 million
hmm
right there.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we were at a point where the captain of the Betty had died because he was an idiot and just kept going for fucking weapons over and over and over and over. Well, no, it was like three times, twice, but whatever. It was stupid. He had enough weapons. All right,
Oh,
he
that's
had
right. Yeah,
enough
that's
guns.
totally where
Yeah,
we were. Yeah, we were right here. I'm
yeah,
pretty
yeah,
pretty sure. Yeah.
yeah. And then Ripley shows up by sticking the gun through the captain underneath. He gets the whole shit. So we're getting there. Ripley's there, and she makes her whole entrance, and everyone's a little bit like, "Who the fuck are you? Like, what the fuck are you? What is going on?" And then Ripley does the most badass thing with Cole, who has been nagging on her this whole fucking movie. Like, "Oh, you're not human. You're a fucking creature. Like, you shouldn't even be alive." This whole movie, and we'll get to why that's kind of ironic later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? It's quite a, and I get why they did it, and it makes sense in the story of it all.
Hmm.
But uh, yeah, so Ripley goes and rips out the tongue of a fucking of the alien that she just murdered, and goes,
Hmm.
"Oh, it would make a great souvenir," and puts it in Cole's hands. For one, should Cole's hands be burning at any point? Like, there's got to be acid on that, right?
Oh, it's a good point, actually.
Right? Because she's ripping it right out.
Yeah.
Like, there's got to be acid, so somebody's got to be on that shit. Like,
Well,
somebody's got to
does
move.
does their drool doesn't make acid though, does it?
No, I don't think so.
No, but it spits
Oh
at one
yeah,
point.
Jenna.
It spits at them at one point in this movie,
Yeah,
was
yeah.
different. But so maybe you could pull it out. Maybe there is no acid in the KY saliva.
But it. They also rip the tongue like out, and I would think that would cause it to bleed.
There would be, yeah, you would think, yeah.
There'd be blood coming from like the end of it at least. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like, so that's one of those moments that got me. Though, I was like, well, and Jenna, I don't care if they're girly headphones. I'm looking at chat. I don't care if they're
Oh,
girly headphones. I love you. That's my wife, everybody. Just give
you got
her a hands of a
you got
round of
girly
applause, I
headphones
guess.
on? Oh, those headphones! I love those headphones.
Right?
Especially in your vlogs. It's fucking funny. It makes me laugh every time.
Right?
Hmm.
Yeah. That's the wife, everybody.
uh,
Gotta love it. Yeah. They are Jenna's headphones. I will be honest. She just said it right now, and I did. She bought them, and I stole them from her.
there's no microphone. Where the hell's the microphone on that thing?
It's just down here. It's like just a little thing like on the side that picks it up.
Oh wow,
But it picks it up really nicely.
it does. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you actually sound better with these headphones than you do with the other ones.
That's what I like. It's less poppy. It's less.
Hmm. The Bluetooth would make me nervous, personally. But anyways, back to the movie.
That's why I had to back out and go come in because like it was so off. Anyways, back to the movie.
You could
Uh,
just take a black
so
Sharpie and make them black. They might not be so girly.
right, exactly.
Just color
Uh,
them in.
so
Get the crayons
so
out.
right. Oh
Uh,
God,
arts and crafts
just dip
time,
them in
kids.
tie,
Here we
dip
go.
them in tie dye.
Let's
See what happens.
just wear a toque over them.
Right there you go. There you go. Then it just look like
For all the Americans watching, that's a
Americans.
beanie. That's a beanie.
Yeah,
Yeah, toque is a
yeah,
beanie.
beanie.
Yeah.
Not just a toque, eh? Uh, fucking a there, bud. Anyways, so in the movie where we're at, so they're all freaking out. They're all like absolutely freaking out. She tears her tongue out, and they're like, "What the fuck?" And then they're like, "Okay, we have to ban up. Our captain's dead, so we have to buy." And Christy, the dude with the guns, uh, he kind of like steps up and
Yeah.
steps up as
Sleeve
yeah,
guns. Sleeve
yeah, the
gun
sleep
guy.
guns,
Mhm.
right? Well, you can't just call them the other color, the negative color to the not negative. That's a wait. But like if it was a photo, they'd be photo negative of the rest of the characters. You can't say that. but
He's
but I guess I did.
I'm assuming he's very good looking.
Yes,
Mm.
yes,
I would
yes.
think that's what the opposite side thinks.
Oh,
That guy, but
oh, oh! I just meant like he was
he's
photo and like
he's
we're
pretty.
white, so negatively
Yeah,
he's.
yeah. I know what you meant. Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay,
yeah.
okay. So you were dodging that whole bullet.
Kinda. Yeah.
Perfect. Oh, dogs! Now
Staying out of it.
they're barking.
Hmm.
Now I'm getting swatted.
That's
No. Uh. So yeah. So now they're all freaking out, but they start moving. So they start walking down the hallways and going through, and then they get next to an elevator, and bing, it goes off. And I don't know about you, but the look on Christie's face when he stops,
mm.
it's just priceless. Like his eyes shoot wide when the elevator just bings right behind him.
Hmm.
And he had some crazy. I'm pretty sure this set was also rampant with cocaine. I'm pretty sure because definitely with his character. Uh, anyways, so that happens, and then the door opens, and da da da, it's Reese, as I call, AKA Wheels. Uh,
That's right. Yeah, Varice or
yeah,
whatever it is.
yeah, and he rolls out in his wheelchair, and they all go, "Oh my God, you're gonna give me a fucking heart attack!" And his delivery of this next line is so good, but it's so stupid. And I'm gonna say this for when I edit it. Put the quote right here, so I don't have to repeat it again. But I love it. He's like, who do you expect it was? Santa Claus?" And he just yells it so like, is he deaf too? I don't know. like, he played maybe from getting his ears burned, but he just yells it
Yeah.
so emphatically.
Hmm. That's a pretty funny scene.
And yeah, and I do like the next scene when they're all walking again, trying to get to so they can get out, get to the Betty, and they're walking, and uh, Johnson, fucking Ron Perlman, his character, uh,
John
he goes
Johnner.
up, Johnner, not Johnson, Johnner. Thank you.
John.
He goes up, yeah, he goes up to Ripley. And he's like, "Hey, so I heard you dealt with these things before. Like, so what did you do?" She just like coldly turns to him and goes,
Mm.
"I died."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh,
Yeah.
fuck."
Another
Like,
another another great one-liner in that movie.
right? I think that's not just like an action hero. Like, that's a pretty good comedy. Like, I died. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know what else to tell you. Like,
What
I
did you
dealt with this
do?
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I died in the end. But it's funny because she could have told him so much more because like she punched the queen in a robot. She
That's
fucking
right. Yeah.
shot up these things.
Uh-huh.
She fucking trapped one in a lead works and let it. She did some pretty epic things, but no, I died because in the end, that's what happened.
Hmm.
Uh, and yeah, I also like these headphones. Just going back to off topic because I don't have to set up my I don't need a tripod so much for my camera. Like it doesn't have to sit there and sit above, so I have the dongle in and so the
Mm.
dongle is right at the bottom of my phone, which is fucking stupid where to plug it in. So
Hmm.
if I go to plug it in, it has to be like fucking jacked up. And no, this works way better. Super happy with this setup, and it's gonna get better. The evolution is happening.
Hmm.
I will be moving to my next room sooner than later. Well, I say that, but it'll probably be like fall. But back to the movies. Uh,
It's exciting.
yeah, and then right,
New
evolution
studio.
or
It's
a
exciting.
resurrection.
Yes. The
God
new
damn it, Jimmy
studio.
Jam, he done it again.
The resurrection. The cloning.
All right,
The
the
studio
clone. So
cloning.
now, speaking of, we are on to the clone scene. Now
Aha.
this is one of the most like well-known scenes. Well, this is another one that stands out to people, and it's I'm just gonna jump. Okay, dogs. Okay. Oh, okay. Hey, hey. Be quiet. Be quiet. Hey, this is my video. Ruby, I love you. This is my video. Okay. Anyways, They might come in. They
Pet
sometimes run into the screen.
pets are great.
Yeah, right? They're the
Yeah.
best, definitely
Well,
for doing
frick,
videos.
a couple of weeks ago, Violet was pulling all my shit over.
I know exactly. I
She
think
got
that was for Alien 3,
she got tangled in my fucking wires that I've got all over the fucking place at the moment.
right?
Hopefully
I'm
it
pretty
looks
sure that was
okay.
for
I
Alien
don't
3.
know.
It,
Hopefully it
it,
looks okay.
it, it worked out good. It worked out good. I'm in the middle of editing that one. I still haven't finished putting the voice to my intro for it, but I'm going to. It's going to
Yeah, but
happen. The edited version is coming out soon.
it's a lot of
It's
work.
also going to take. It's going to take a lot of time to upload. Just that itself.
Oh yeah.
Uh, but yes, also Jimmy J. I just put up a new vlog and a new what the hell I'm doing in the yard video, and it's pretty funny. So you should check that out. Anybody that's watching, but not yet. Keep watching the live, so I keep getting these.
Oh, I was
But
gonna watch it
now,
now.
right,
Uh,
right.
check it
So
out.
yes, so now we are to the clone scene where Ripley finds the room that says, uh, I think it just says like clone room or something like that. And she's like, what? Or it's like 1 to 7. It's like experiments 1 to 7
What the hell does it
or
say? I
something like
can't
that on
remember.
the web.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways.
it's something that catches her eye, and she goes, "Oh!" And then she walks in, and then you see a room full of fucking failed experiments
Uh huh.
of them trying to clone her, and they are god awful. Some of these things, like there's like legs coming out of heads, and
Teeth over
like some of
here and
yeah, like they are absolutely just god awful and scary. Like they are fucking ridiculous. I always thought like they're just scary. Like it's one of those like what the fuck?
they
And
look
then they come
they look realistic though. I mean, they look
yeah,
good. The good effects wise, they look fucking great.
effects wise,
Hmm.
right? But they're still terrifying
Hmm.
as a concept. I guess the concept to me as a kid. Again, I saw this when I was like 7, 8 years old in the theater, and I was like, what the fuck? And then they could come across number 7, which oh my god, it is just a I don't mean to use this word, but I don't think whatever a mongoloid of a fucking being. Like this thing has fucking 2 arms out here, and fucking its face is like melted into its own thing, and it's just but it's still Sigourney Weaver's face. And what they did to make this effect is that she uh, oh, Fran Ripley's. Yes. John Shuri, thank you. You are right. Uh, just looking in the chat again. Sorry. Uh, but yeah, uh, number 7 is just how they made the effect was she just had her head through a table, and there was just like this thing, this
this
and the
this
classic line that comes out of this is just kill, kill, and
hmm
that's like what that's the other like famous scene that comes out of this movie that you think of.
hmm
One is Brad Dourif making out with the alien through glass, and
uh-huh.
this kill me scene. But the funny thing is this scene was meant to be in Alien, and I brought it up in that movie, but I'll bring it up again. So there's a deleted scene, and it's totally out there. By the way, Jamie, edit this. Put the scene in. It's out there. I can find it. There's a scene. There's a deleted scene where Ripley is running uh, through. We're trying to get to her escape pod, which is like most of these movies. Anyways, but yeah, it's Ripley running to go to find her escape pod, and at one point she runs across Dallas, the captain in the first movie, and he is like in like an egg incubation thing. And in the original like script of the movie, he was being turned into an egg, but that never worked. But he was screaming, "Kill me! Kill
Oh
me!"
yeah.
And
Oh
and
yeah.
then and then they took that and they put it in Aliens, when they find the colonist
Hmm.
that's been set
Oh,
up, and she goes, kill me,
he's
kill me, and
all
then
stuck on the wall. Yeah.
stuck on the wall and it
Yeah.
burst out. So this has been like a scene that like never really made it to screen, but like this one I find it the closest to that. It brings it out like in an even darker way. So this thing is just screaming, kill me! And then Ripley just lights the fucking room on fire.
Yeah.
Like,
All of a sudden, Call shows up with the fucking flamethrower.
right,
She's like, here.
right here, this is gonna help you.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure,
And then she
I
fucking
guess.
lights. Then she lights up the place. Yeah.
She fucking lights up the room like no other. Like just, and you
Blow
see all these things screaming and blowing up, and
exploding vials of alien slime, bits and pieces.
well, not even alien,
Uh,
like clone
or
slime,
clone slime,
like
yeah,
like
alien clone slime, whatever the fuck they are. Yeah. Mm.
right?
Good scene. Good effects
Yeah,
again.
I again, like really, and I'm pretty sure they actually burned down that set that they had. Like it was one of those ones that was, and it might have been a miniature. Actually, it might have been a miniature of the set that they actually lit on fire and filmed.
Oh yeah,
Which
looks
that was
great.
that's
Looks
some
great.
that's that's something that is lost in movies these days is miniatures.
Yeah.
Like and they were so good in these movies. Like all the alien movies, I think do so well because they use miniatures and do these great shots where you think it's like a whole expansive world, but it's literally just shot on a smaller scale, but
Mm-hmm.
details there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just an old school filming technique that they don't use much anymore. And that
I
kind
don't
of
even think about that in any of these movies. I never even thought about that being even in them.
and there's I could again if we went through them again, we're not going to. Don't worry, Carl. If we were, I could point out like so many scenes that are actually done with miniatures that you well,
Yeah.
and like every spaceship scene is done with a miniature, obviously.
Uh-huh.
Like the outside of a spaceship, like that's done with like a miniature model
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
that's flown in space. But that's been done in Star Wars.
Star Wars stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm. One of these movies is
and
even a Lucas. Or Lucas had something to do with one of them, didn't he?
I'm pretty sure. Well, actually, in the very, I know actually, Industrial Light and Magic. It might have been this one that they came on. I'm not sure.
Either
I'm not gonna.
or the first one.
Well, he was okay in the first one. George Lucas was part of the group with Dan O'Bannon and like a group of guys that came out of film school right at the exact same time,
Hmm.
and they all came out and they made a movie called uh, Dark Space, I think it's called. Like a film buff don't. I'll put it up there. I'll put the name up in the edited one, but it's a low budget movie but they all worked on it. And Dan O'Bannon was the guy that wrote this in the Aliens, and he worked with them. And actually in that movie, they're like, we need an alien, so he just inflated a beach ball and put feet on it with a little bit of hair on top. He's like, yeah, that's the alien. They're like,
Mhm.
Dan, it's just a beach ball. He's like, yeah, so.
It's our alien.
Right, and it worked, but yeah. So I think like George Lucas was part of the whole group of them all.
I know I saw Lucas Arts or whatever on one of them at the beginning,
Yeah,
but doesn't matter. Matters doesn't matter.
but I'm pretty sure LucasArts also did a bunch of the video games and worked on the video games that came out, which is something I'll get into on another part of my channel. All the Alien video games that I grew up
I didn't even realize
with.
there was any.
But oh, there's so many good ones. There
Uh,
are so many good ones. Actually, this one is like one of the. I'm gonna just a little side tangent. One more side tangent, quick. I say one more. Uh, so Alien Resurrection, the PS1 game. It was a PS1 game that they made as a survival horror game, and it is probably one of the hardest games I have ever played. And but it's also the very like one of the first games to ever have the joysticks where you like look with one and then move with the other. Like every joystick setup that we know.
Hmm.
Like you play any Call of Duty or anything, like how those two joysticks work for your movement and your looking.
Hmm.
It was the first game to have that
Oh yeah.
in a console. And there's a famous article, and I'll put it up. There's another one to put up. A famous article that literally they quote saying the most horrific thing about this game is its controller setup. And like it's just so badly dated because that's how every game is played now. Like
Oh yeah.
exactly how they set up the controller.
Uh-huh.
So it's like it kind of like broke the world in a sense. It was like, oh, this is one of the first things that actually did the Y and X axis and those two
I don't even remember the
controllers.
PS1 controller. Was it the same as the PS2?
Pretty much, pretty much, yeah,
It had the dual analogs and stuff.
yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Hmm. Okay.
And actually, that game was one of the first games that also had a mouse peripheral, so you could plug a mouse into it
Oh yeah.
and play mouse and keyboard on your PS1.
Oh yeah.
Nobody knew that or played it like that, but that was a possibility in the actual game.
Oh yeah.
There's only like 3 games on the PS1 that added that, but it was the one.
Hmm.
So now we're going. Oh, after the clone scene, there's the great line from Johnner.
Yeah.
What a waste of ammo. Must be a chick thing.
Yeah. I think he threw a swear word in there.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
I love
yeah.
that line.
But it was
That's the line in the whole movie that stands out to me the most.
right. Must have
Uh,
been a fucking chick
I
thing,
don't know. I don't know why, but it is.
right? Oh, absolutely.
Mhm.
It's just
That's
I
my
don't know.
one.
Ron Perlman.
That's my one-liner that I'm taking out of this movie for sure.
Uh, oh, I think we already. Oh no. Oh no. I think we already went past it. But I'm also going to say my other favorite line of Johners is when they figure out that the ship is going to Earth.
Uh huh.
When they're like, oh, it's getting turned around, and like we're going to Earth. Like Ripley
Oh.
just feels that the ship is moving, and then John and then they all freak out. They're like, oh, what the fuck, Earth? And then it cuts to John and he just goes, Earth, what a shithole, man.
What
I'd
a
rather
shithole.
Earth goes, yeah.
Uh,
And well, first he goes, I'd rather be stuck here with these things than Earth. And then
mhm.
it goes around and it cuts back to it. It goes, Earth, what a shithole.
What a
And it's like, what
shithole.
happened to Earth? What
Uh,
happened to Earth in these movies to make it like this terrible planet that nobody like none of the but also they're all pirates. So maybe they're just not welcome on Earth,
yeah, maybe. Yeah, that could be.
right? Right? But like it's just funny, like what a fucking shit what a shithole. That one killed me. So now we're getting to the underwater scene, which
Ah, they got
some of
a
it was good,
they got a lot of water on that spaceship.
right? Right? Like they just flooded their whole what like the whole bottom half of the fucking space, or at least that section.
We're at the
But
bottom.
there's
Yeah,
a
what
lot.
they say it in the movie there. We're at the bottom of the ship. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that's a pretty good amount that's actually flooded.
And they got to swim 90 feet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's like Olympic. Like I couldn't do that.
Fuck me neither. I thought about that both
No.
times that I watched this movie. It's like I'd have been
Right?
dead. I would have been dead way back there.
Like way back there. Hi Jenna. Sorry, I just saw her she commented. So hi baby. Yeah. So yeah, but that's like Olympic level swimming that they have to do.
Uh-huh.
And
They
like
show
I was
see
like, oh
they
fuck.
show clips of them like grabbing hold of stuff though too and pulling themselves and
Pulling it through like
some of them weren't just swimming. Some of them were like
no, they were hauling ass to get
stuff.
out of there. And one of them and Christy was also carrying uh Reese on his
Uh-huh.
back
Uh-huh. Looks like
because everyone wanted to ditch the cripple.
time to ditch the chair. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone wanted to ditch the cripple.
ditch the cripple. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's time to ditch the chair. So, and I love Reese's again. His lines when they go into the water, and he goes, "Hey, when you get to the other side, no backstrokes."
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. I'd be concerned. I would have been
Right,
concerned about that too.
right.
Yeah, especially that swimming that far underwater. Oh.
Right, and the way that he does it too is he like hits the bottom and he's crawling across the because he has all that weight. I like that they add that. Like he's kind of crawling across the grates, like he's pulling himself more than
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
actually swimming through that scene.
He was, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I remember that. I kept
And then
waiting.
there's
I kept waiting for Wheels to like hit the back of his head on a pipe or something,
right,
but it didn't
like
happen.
I know they didn't add any real comedy in there other than like the aliens that come in, which is still kind of comedic. But then and then there's the captain's girlfriend,
How come
fuck
Rip? How
buddy.
come? How come Ripley was so scared to get in the water? She didn't like that idea at all.
I wondered about that too. Maybe she already sensed the fact that it was going to be a trap. Spoilers, there's a
Mm,
trap.
hmm
Like maybe she already had that guy. But it never really, and she's never dealt with them underwater. I think that is another thing. Like that's the whole thing that in this whole series, she's never dealt with them in water.
hmm They swim good too.
Yeah, they apparently they swim really good.
They, them aliens be some good swimmers.
Right? But I guess they don't have to breathe. They don't have to do it. Like, they don't breathe air. But like as you learn in Romulus, they can just survive and fucking. Okay, dog. Okay, you're good. You're good. But they can just survive while they're out in the atmosphere, in like in deep space. Hey, bird dog, come here. Come here. Come
I
here.
think they
Come
it
say
seems
hi.
seems seems like they can survive anywhere they want to fucking survive.
Hey, bear dog, come here.
Fucking
Come say hi.
they can survive in hot
Oh, it's a bear
weather
dog,
at least for a little bit of time. They can survive in
right?
space. They can
That's my
survive
bear dog.
underwater. They can survive. Yeah,
Anywhere, and
seems
that's
like it.
kind of like a big thing with them is that
They're versatile.
that's what
They're
that's why
very.
everybody wants them. It is the way that they can survive over anything,
They're
and that's why
versatile.
Wayland wants them. Yeah,
They're
and you learn more
versatile.
about that in I guess Romulus, where you figure out that they're studying them so they can use their DNA to make humans better. I guess, which
Better.
that all gets kind of like confusing, but.
hmm hmm
But back to this movie. So the swimming scene is oh yeah, we see the captain's like fuck buddy. I don't know. She's kind of not much of a character in most of this movie.
No, not really.
And she's just carrying all the guns that the captain had. Like that's what gets her killed.
hmm
Which is really funny because she starts swimming and she's the last one to go in, and you can see she has this look of like death, like just defeat in her eyes before she jumps in to go swim. And then it cuts and you see the aliens, and they're like, and they jump in, and then she starts like really trying to swim away from them really hard,
hmm
and all the guns just tangle up in her. It's like, oh, you died like your partner. Stupid with the guns.
yeah,
Leave
yeah.
them alone. If you're gonna swim, don't hold four guns. They might not even work when you get out of the fucking water. Don't carry the fucking weapons, man. Which luckily some of the weapons do work underwater, which is good. I mean, I guess this is the future, so you would expect your weapons to work.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know.
there's an underwater
I wouldn't.
shot coming right up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then right after that, she gets taken out and dragged off. And then you see the two aliens come in and they're swimming hard.
Yeah.
The CGI is a little wonky, but it's kind of cool to
Wasn't
see
bad. Yeah.
how smooth their kind of movements are.
hmm
They're definitely like I never put it together that they are kind of aquatic in nature, like the look of them. Like they probably could swim really well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just with the smooth, this like just the way that they're built. Like oh yeah, and then is it genre that fires or is it Ripley
I think
that fires
it's
the?
shit. I think I think it's Ripley. I'm not positive.
Yeah, I think it's Ripley too.
I think it's Ripley. Yeah.
Because I know there's a shot
Anyway,
of
she's like,
Johnner looking back,
boom.
and he goes, "Oh!" And then, yeah, but I think it's Ripley that actually takes the
Mhm.
shot. Johnner freaks out when he sees the aliens behind him, and then keeps swimming. And then yeah, I think it's Ripley that takes the shot with a grenade, and I love it. And how the other one, like one of them sees it and sneaks completely out of the way just because it knows the other one's gonna get it. It's like, nope, not me. Like the
Just barely gets out of the way in time. Yeah.
right,
Leaving the other alien not enough time to square that
right,
corner.
right in the goddamn forehead. And does it get both of them,
No, just
or
one, I
like
think, doesn't it?
just one? Yeah, and then how did they kill the other one that's chasing him, or does it disappear after that? Because I know they get to the end and there's a trap. There's like that
Uh huh.
whole. But do they kill the other one or does it disappear? I can't remember.
I can't remember either. I don't think they killed it though. I just remember the one
No,
sort of the head exploding of the one. I
yeah,
remember.
when it lands and it hits,
Hmm.
and maybe it's implied that it killed both. I don't know, but I can't remember.
Maybe it fled. Maybe it was scared of that gun.
Yeah, maybe because they are animals that learn.
Hmm.
Like and maybe that was the smart one. The like it learns. Maybe
Hmm.
that was that one. Because I don't think they've shown that one get killed yet, but they never actually mark it. I wish in the movie they marked the one that the scientists were like, "Oh, you learned pretty smart," and then
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was the one doing all these kind of things
Uh huh.
because it would make it. I don't know. It would kind of connect the alien as like more, like that one is the
Hmm.
one.
Maybe.
And coming up to a later shot, I thought it would be cool if the one that's carrying Ripley when it's during that weird artistic kind of shot where it's like carrying Ripley to the nest. It'd be
Hmm.
cool if it had that marking on it.
Hmm.
So like, I just thought like that would kind of like carry
That
because yeah, there's a scene later where
that alien
Ripley
should have
falls
that alien should have had a mustache or something.
right.
Anyway.
There you go. There, a big old beard, right?
Yeah, something. A crooked ear or something. Two
Right.
different colored eyes.
I don't think they
Gold
have eyes, but
gold teeth.
yes, the one that comes out is a pip.
Yeah, I guess
Ah,
do they have eyes? I guess they don't. They don't really
no,
ever
they,
show them
they,
having eyes, do they? Oh no, they're heat seekers or some
they,
fucking thing.
they're like heat seeking and telepathic. Like
Hmm.
there's a bit of, but they've never been shown to have eyes in any of their.
No, yeah.
Like maybe underneath that dome, there's some kind of eyes there in the front, but they don't ever show eyes themselves.
Hmm. They're too weak.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
you need to evolve past having eyes to be strong, versatile.
right,
Hmm. Makes sense.
murderous,
Makes sense. Really.
right.
If you're
It is
gonna
a weakness. So like
if
if
you're
you could
gonna
delete senses,
if you're gonna survive in fucking melting lead or outer space, or I mean, yeah, eyes are
right?
they're a problem.
Absolutely, they are. They're going to get right in the way.
But
They're going to be exploding in all different ways.
I guess your mouth is
Well, I
too.
guess, but we will get to an alien that has eyes in a couple minutes here, or like
Oh
at the end
yeah,
of this, because
oh
that's what
yeah.
makes this movie so much weirder is the expressions on it, and that's why it comes off even creepier. But also, I'm going to take a minute break because I have to pee. So, Carl,
Uh oh.
do a few shout outs.
Well,
Maybe
shit.
a sponsorship.
Or I'll just
That's
sit here and look at the camera. Go, hey,
good. Make some noise.
hey,
Throw
that
some things in general directions.
actually maybe I'll start recording myself here and see what happens. Where's my camera? There it is. Okay, turn. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, then video. Put it on video. Get on video. There we go. Video. There we go. Hey now, Carl the Madman here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. This is we're in part 2 on Jimmy Jams' vlog, but this is which is right there on that thing, but right now we're on this thing here, and we're live, but this isn't live. You'll see this later. Anyways, that's kind of how that works. Shut that off. There we go. So fucking just stop already. Fuck. Everything's so hard all the time. Oh God. Aliens. This is the last one. We're doing the last one. There's no more aliens movies. We're done. Finished. Kaputs. We watched 38 alien movies in the last few weeks together. And this is the last one. No more aliens movies. Okay, maybe it wasn't 38. Maybe it was the heck was it? Like 13 of them or some fucking thing? I don't know. There's a whole bunch. It's a whole fucking pant load of alien movies, and we watched them all. We're done.
There we go. I have them on the right side. Yeah, there's been a bunch of alien movies, and check out.
Like 28 of them. We watched like 28 of them in the last few
Right,
weeks. Yeah.
right. Like 28 days later.
I just got
This
a
is another
text.
series.
I just got a text. Oh, I can do it right here. That's okay. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. You're back.
Oh, no worries. I'm back, and we were talking about the water scene. Okay, they blew him up. In this scene, I don't know where in this scene, but apparently Ron Perlman almost died. He almost drowned while doing these underwater scenes. And apparently,
really?
like one of the
Ron
yeah,
Perlman?
like the yeah, apparently something went wrong, and he almost drowned. He got pulled up and had to get like resuscitated.
Wow.
Apparently, and I was like, oh, that. I'm glad he survived.
Sorry, I had a message I had to deal with.
Oh, no worries. Life comes ahead. Life happens.
Uh-huh. Anyways, speaking of life, he almost
Yeah.
lost his life. He almost lost his
Yeah,
life.
Rod Perlman almost fucking drowned in the filming of that.
Wow.
But they still made it. I'm pretty sure it's after the scene when he like screams and like lets out like most of his breath. Like that's the other thing. When I watched this underwater scene, the amount that all of them are letting out their breaths, they're out of oxygen like halfway through this. There's no way.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you watch all the bubbles and all the blah blah blah, they're done. They are dead.
Mm-hmm. Except for Richard.
Halfway, and then definitely right at the end when they're freaking out because they can't get through this alien mesh that's set up. Like
That's
this
right,
alien fucking.
It's like a
I don't know, like a meniscus,
there you go.
a layer of just
Afterbirth.
I don't know. Yes, exactly. Again, a lot of this movie has weird. I don't want to say sexual, but just like weird visuals of things that are
slimy.
a bit, slimy and on the sexual side almost. And again, that's a French director; they'll do that. But
Speaking of
So
French director, we were talking about him yesterday.
yes,
And I said he made a movie in 2022. That was it's in French. It's in French and it's on the French Netflix.
It's on French Netflix. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna watch it,
and it's
but
a French movie. Yeah, well, it would have to be dubbed for me or whatever.
Dubbed, yeah. I'll read subtitles when I want to read subtitles, right?
I actually started doing that way more than I used to. When I'm watching movies and stuff, I have seemed to.
I have subtitles on all the time, actually, just because if I have to listen to it quietly or whatever. At least, but
Sometimes it's hard to hear or whatever that they say or something too in a
and well,
movie.
and a lot of definitely in movies because like I don't know what it is with like all fucking movies, definitely from this era, and like from the like late '90s to late 2000s when they just the action was so loud and the talking is so quiet.
Mm-hmm.
It's mixed really weirdly. Like all movies,
Mm-hmm.
especially on fucking on home movie. Everything is all the action is so loud, and then the talking is just like
Yeah. You're almost working the remote.
yeah, in between.
I know. I haven't moved. None of these movies did that to me, but I know in
No,
some.
no, these ones were actually pretty good. But like later on in movies, I found that, and like more modern movies, I find I have to put the fucking subtitles on. Maybe I'm
Mhm.
just getting deafer. I don't know. I do. I am in a rock band, so
Yeah, and we're getting older.
right, and we're getting older, so
Yeah.
maybe that has something to do with it.
Especially me. You're still a youngster.
Ah, I'm a yeah, I'm youngster in age, but old at heart. I'm fucking I fucking hurt, man.
uh-huh. So they're breaking
But
through
yes,
the
the
meniscus.
mesh, the meniscus. There you go.
Meniscus. I love that.
And
It's a good word.
right,
Mhm.
yeah, they're breaking through that, and they get up, and then they cut through the scenes of all the eggs laid there, and that
Mhm.
is an evil fucking trap. Like even Johnner is like they left the fucking it's an ambush. What the fuck?
Mhm.
like like
It's
that
a
is evil and intelligent. Like you know what? Like to trap wherever they could be coming from, and then have eggs laid out there. Also, how many drones were running back and forth to go like, hey, we have to lay these eggs here? Like, like they had to have like drones running back and forth like ants or whatever. Because that's kind of the mentality they have with aliens. Is it's kind of like ants. There's the queen, there's drones, there's
uh-huh.
warriors.
Uh-huh. Yeah. There's one
Yeah.
shit. There's maybe we're not quite at that scene yet. The spider scene. You remember the spider scene?
Oh, when you get scared
Yeah.
by it? Yeah,
Well,
that's coming right up.
yeah. Okay.
It's I'm pretty sure it's as they're crawling up after this.
Okay. They get
Yeah.
into. Oh yeah,
So
that's right. Yeah, they're crawling. Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Go ahead. Yeah.
yeah,
I remember where we are.
because
Yeah.
they so they break through and then they go, oh my god, it's an ambush, and they jump down and they just lay a bunch of fucking grenades that
Dude,
absolutely do the trick.
dude does another ricochet shot. Christie does a
Yes.
ricochet. He looks up and he sees like he looks. They
Ba, ba,
show
ba, ba, ba.
they
Yeah,
show the ceiling, and then he fucking launches one, and it goes ding ding, and then goes and lands
ding,
into
ding,
the fucking
ding.
yeah.
Like
I remember.
literally in the mouth of one of the eggs. Yeah,
It's
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure
some
like it lands
right in
right
there somewhere. Yeah.
in the egg.
Mm.
Yeah,
Then, yeah.
yeah, and then blows them, and then they all start blowing up. I don't know why. When one blew up, they all like
He shot a couple.
maybe
He
they
shot a couple of
she just
grenades.
okay,
I know
okay.
a couple of
So,
grenades went in there. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, it
But
just looked like one or two got shot, and then they all started just kind of like consecutively blowing up.
mm,
But either way, it was pretty cool. But also, what about the acid?
hmm
Like, I'm pretty sure those eggs still have the acid blood. I'm pretty sure.
but do we know for
So like,
sure? I
what
don't
if
know. Is there?
no?
Yeah.
It's never been proven. So I
Yeah.
think that's how they got away from it because
They can get away
I
with it. Yeah.
but the face huggers do. But the face huggers that are inside the eggs, they
Ah,
have the acid blood.
there you go. That's true. Yeah.
So still there would be some acid that would start burning through and into the water. You
hmm
think as they were trying to leave the water, but
hmm
again, it's an all right movie. So
does the water
it's a movie.
does the water
Want to
dilute the
dilute it?
acid? Yeah.
Maybe, but it
Yeah.
also seems like some serious acid. Like the way
hmm
that again in this movie, in the very like in one of the first scenes, they go, like we're scared that one of your people will get will get gun hungry or like start shooting and blow a hole through the hole, blow a hole through the hole.
Mm-hmm.
God, it's a whole hard line to say. And but yet, like at this point in the movie, they're just shooting wildly. Like so
uh-huh.
whatever so like these bullets could all be going through shit at like any time. But no, that's never addressed again. And this acid is fucking burning. And maybe because it's further in the future that they bring up the fact that like we have tough alloys that it doesn't burn all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
But if
Oh,
they're scared of bullets going through,
yeah.
then they should still be scared of the acid going through.
Well, maybe
You know?
the bullets are better too. When the two
Yeah.
aliens kill the one alien though, and it sinks through. It sinks through a
Yes.
few. It thinks they show a picture, and it went through a
Yeah.
few layers of
Yeah. And
or
they keep killing us, killing, and like Ripley, she just fucking walked through, like pretty much walked through a body of one that
mhm,
should have melted all around her
mhm.
earlier, and it like so. There's a lot of inconsistency, but that's the series. This series is full like incubation times. Like how long does it really take? Like because we're gonna meet somebody who has been incubated as long as everybody else, but it took him like fucking until halfway through this movie, like till the end of this movie, till the fucking chest burster comes out. How does that fucking happen?
Uh-huh.
Right? Like the incubation times are so different. I guess maybe people's bodies fight it more. I don't know,
Kind of like The
but
Walking Dead.
yeah,
Each
yeah,
virus where attacks its victim individually.
yeah, yeah.
Maybe
Right?
I'm just throwing thoughts out there.
I'll take that. I'll take that because it's a lot of suspend your disbelief
Uh-huh.
in this movie. But okay, so
You're not supposed to think that hard about it.
no, they're supposed to be bang bang alien. Yeah,
That's right.
that's what you're supposed to watch.
That was a
That's all that matters.
that movie was great.
Right? Quite something.
That
It
was
had
quite
bang
something.
bang alien, and ooh, people's face melted. Uh,
And
there's some really cool kills coming up
really
at
creepy
the end.
alien breasts.
Oh god,
Clone breasts. I mean,
yes,
the table
yes,
head through the table scene.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. There was some weird breasts showing up. I was like, why?
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
You just like, well, why did you have to add that?
that's what I thought too. But we're going back in time now.
So they break through, they blow up all the fucking eggs, and then they jump up and they're going up on the ladder. And I think John is one of the first, and I think it cuts to exactly what you were talking about, where he's crawling up it, and then he looks to the side, and there's a spider there.
Well, he kills an
Ah,
alien. He
oh yeah,
he
no,
he
oh no,
kills
it's
an
after it.
alien,
Okay,
and then
okay,
right after he kills the
it
alien, it
it
flips to the fucking him seeing the spider. It's like it's
yeah, okay, so
really tight editing.
it's that's coming right up. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
yes. So they're all climbing up the ladder. Oh, this is where the second alien comes out. Derp.
Oh yeah,
They're,
okay, yeah.
they're climbing up the ladder, and then the other alien that had disappeared underwater comes in and it jumps up
Mm-hmm.
and it starts like attacking them as they're all climbing up a ladder,
Mm-hmm.
and it grabs. I think it grabs onto Wheels,
Yeah,
who's
that's
on
right.
the back of Christy,
Yeah, they're
and he's
hanging
like
by the
pulling there.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then
we can
and
make
then
it.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. He flips around so he can shoot at it, and they both miss so many fucking shots because Jonah, when he also flips around,
He's
he does
hanging
his
upside
monkey
down.
shit,
Yeah, monkey
and
shit.
and,
Yeah.
and he flips backwards. And this was again when I was a 7-year-old kid. I was like, "This is the coolest shit ever."
Uh-huh. That's a pretty cool
It's
scene
it's
though.
a it's a pretty cool scene. Like he
Mm-hmm.
flips back and he's shooting so many bullets, and the alien it's just going back and forth, just dodging.
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought that was cool seeing it. Like, nope, nope, nope. And Christy, does he get the last shot, or Jonna gets the shot on, and
Johnner
the
gets
head
his.
blows up?
Pretty sure
Yeah,
Johnner gets a shot on.
on the alien that's right below them,
Yeah.
and yeah, and I can't remember why
Oh.
why Wheels is carrying Christy. I actually can't remember
Uh.
the we.
Yeah. Anyway,
Maybe it is because so
Christie ends up cutting himself free, and he
yeah,
falls
because
into the.
Johnner shoots it, and then after he kills the alien, it blows up. But you see the acid hit Christie.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. That's how he
Yeah,
let go.
uh,
I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I just don't know when it turned to the fact that Reese was hanging onto the bars, and Christie was on the other side of him.
Yeah.
I can't remember when that, but something happens in that moment, like in this whole scene where they turn around.
Is that the acid spit scene? Is that where the
No,
alien?
oh maybe
Is that where the alien? Yeah, that's where the alien spits on Christie. I think.
spits
Eh?
at Christie,
Yeah.
and early, like right at the beginning, yeah, it
And then
spits at him,
then
then they
he
flip
lets
around.
go. Yeah, and somehow
Yeah,
Wheels gets a hold of the
Christie
fucking.
grabs. Yeah,
He's hanging on
yeah,
to the
yeah.
ladder.
Reese grabs it. Yeah, okay, okay, yeah. It's the alien spit, which has only been seen in Alien Three.
Then the fucking alien grabs Christie's leg. Johnner shoots
Like,
the
and
fucking
then
thing and kills it, but it's still
yeah,
got a hold of. It's still, even though it's
Christie's leg.
dead,
It's still
it's still
it
got a
has
hold of Christie's
its
leg.
head's blown off,
Yeah,
and it's holding. There we go.
there's
There we go.
too
And
much
this is
weight. Yeah,
and this and this is when Johnner, but like right after he blows it up, he flips up and he goes and there's a spider right next to him. Like it's
yeah,
right as he flips up
yeah,
after
yeah.
its head blows up.
And
He
he
flips up.
sticks his gun right
See,
up to the
see,
fucking thing.
yeah, I go which
That was a strange scene
it's
to
a
me in
fun
the movie. It was fun. Yeah,
right?
it was
It's a
just
fun edit, but it doesn't make sense. It's a weird comedic beat that didn't need to be there because there was a very dramatic scene because it cuts right back to Christy like burning up. His face is all burning up from acid, and the aliens hanging on to him. And Wheels is like God, I can't hold on. And so Christy cuts himself loose and drops down.
hmm Yeah, him and the dead alien
Uh,
drop down. Yeah, it made me with
yeah,
this. The spider scene made me actually wonder if it was supposed to be some sort of foresight into the aliens actually being in the arachnid family or some fucking thing.
right.
That's what it made me think when I saw that
Well,
scene.
see, that's actually very funny because it makes more sense with the director's cut, which is in the opening of the director's cut, it cuts to what you think is an alien, but it its mouth opens and all this, but it zooms out and it's just like some alien fly that's out in
Uh,
space, and
oh
somebody
yeah.
like slaps it. So it kind of alludes to the same thing that like they're just bugs, you know.
Uh huh.
And
Anyways,
so I think that so it would have made more sense. Like that scene makes more sense in the director's cut because oh yeah, it's another bug. They're just fucking scared of bugs
mhm.
now. like,
I would be.
so yeah, and then they get to the top, and then the other creepy doctor.
Uh
Uh,
huh. Oh yeah, I can't get it open. Give me
uh,
your gun.
yeah, give me a gun. I'm gonna shoot it, and then turns around
Call
and
gives
shoots
him the gun.
Cole.
Yeah,
Yeah, Cole for some reason gives him the fucking gun. Like
you're way
she
too
thinks that
trusting.
that's
Fucking.
right.
Uh,
Shoots her. She falls to her death. Oh, falls to her death, quote unquote. It's like, and again, it's a well shot scene where she falls back. It kind
uh-huh.
of is reminiscent of Ripley falling
Totally. Yeah.
in Alien Three
Mhm.
when she sacrifices herself.
Totally. Falling.
And yeah,
Falling.
yeah. But I also thought that like I don't know, like Christie's face should have been like more melted off for his sacrifice to make sense. Like he just looked like he was a little burned. That was it.
hmm
Where like when he could have like it looked like he could have just been like and be like, "Oh, I'm a little fucked up, but I'll make it," and just like cut himself and like turned and grabbed and shook the thing off, or at
Mm-hmm.
least hit the water and shook the thing off and come back. To me, well,
Mm-hmm.
like it didn't look like he was burned enough. It just, I don't know. I thought there should have been more gore there. Like like half of his face should have been melted, like really melting.
Yeah, he had some pretty good melt holes going on, but yeah, I know what you mean though. Yeah,
Yeah,
it looked.
like he could. It was a little and they played out really dramatically. I guess is also like the way it's shot. It's just like, oh, you don't have to do this, and they linger on it for a while, and it's like, well, like I guess he didn't need to, but like he did.
when
I don't know.
when he gets sprayed in the face, does he grab his face with his hands? Maybe he fucked his hands.
Maybe,
Hmm.
maybe.
Because that's what
See, and
normally
now
somebody.
here,
That's what maybe that's what somebody would do normally. Your instinct would be if
right,
you got sprayed in your
to
face or
block
something,
it.
you'd be like or whatever. Next thing you get rubbing your hands all in shit.
Look at you, Carl, defending a movie you don't even really like.
I'm not saying I didn't like this movie. It's just
It's just
it's,
it's not in the top echelon.
no,
I'll tell
no.
you where I think it is in the alien thing. Once we get to the end, which will come up. I swear to God, people that are watching, there will be an end to this. But it's been a lot of fun doing this alien series with
You
you,
could
Carl.
just tell me to
It's
shut up. You can anytime you can just be like, Carl, shut up.
no. I've had a lot of fun doing this franchise,
Yeah.
and next we're gonna do Predator, and
Okay,
then we're gonna go
I
into
was
the
wondering actually. I was like, oh, what am I
yeah
watching? What am I watching this week?
yeah. So next week it's gonna be Predator, and we're gonna just start from the beginning, just Predator.
From the beginning, like Arnold Schwarzenegger beginning.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, because I don't know if those
yeah.
movies are all in
Oh
order or
yeah,
not.
no,
No, they're not either.
Prey,
Prey is.
Prey would be the actual like chronologically
Mm-hmm,
in time span. That would be the first one.
mm-hmm. I did watch
But
that
no,
movie too.
it's a good one. But we'll get to that.
I didn't mind. Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, Cole falls down. Uh,
That's right. Yeah.
Cole. Oh yeah. And then they're all freaking out to get out the door. I don't know. I can't really remember. But in the end, Cole comes and opens the door for them. Somehow she made it like all the way down and back up to like open the door for
Yeah, and this is when they find out that Cull is what Cull is as
him.
well.
It was a robot. Yeah.
A robot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like she opens the door for him somehow, and they're like, "What the hell? I saw you take a bullet." And I like that the soldier, the Snofrio or
Something like that.
the
Yeah.
Snoff, yeah. But he's a great actor, and he really puts like he's just a soldier that they kidnap, and he just becomes part of their crew. Like he, even when the doctor later on, when the doctor is like, "Oh, arrest these guys," he's like, "You know what? Fuck you." Like he
Mm-hmm.
actually just becomes a part of like the Survivor crew. And I thought he was a great character.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he runs up to Cole. He's like, "What? Do you have body armor on you? Come on, what do you got?" We're like I saw you take that bullet. We all saw you take that bullet.
Square to the
And then
chest.
she shows that she's got a big old fucking hole with all the milky liquid fucking android shit that
Mm-hmm.
we've seen in all the other movies.
Yeah.
And they haven't gotten past the milky fucking bags of white. Like I don't know how that works.
That's the magic robot juice.
Apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they all learn that Cole's a robot, which brings up like a
Second
funny
gen,
thing in
a
this movie.
robot made by
Yeah,
robots that didn't
a
like being
robot made
told
by
what to do.
robots, and that also hates that she's a robot and hates I kind of hates herself and thinks that she's just disgusting.
Uh-huh.
Like there's a lot of like self-deprecation in this thing
Uh-huh.
in Cole because she's so aware of everything
Mm-hmm.
that like she even hates her own existence, but then it makes sense why she really hates Ripley's existence because they brought her to life, and she's not a human, and she's the
Sh-
monster.
She's seen the files before she left wherever
Yeah,
the hell she was at.
but
Uh,
before they all got recalled,
yeah, she's seen the
before all
secret
the second
government
gen.
files. She knew.
Yeah,
She knew about it. That's why
yeah,
she
she
was.
knew that the company was doing this, and that it was wrong, and that
She
they
was.
needed to be stopped.
She wanted to kill Ripley.
Yeah, and then and stop it. Yeah, but then her and Ripley actually kind of. I like that. Like after that, that it's discovered that this is why she hates Ripley. That they actually become pretty close. Like the character growth
Hmm.
in this it's actually pretty good. It's like they kind of go, oh, so we're both just fucking
Creations.
non
Yeah.
creations. Yeah,
Non humans. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like we're not like the rest of them. Kind of mentality that they take on with each other, which I think is really cool
Hmm.
because the whole first half, like Cole just hates her. It's like, oh, you're just like a kind of a racist, or like, not a racist, but a speciesist or whatever. Can't
Specious. Yeah.
you can't understand that this thing's alive. That number eight, not Ripley. Again, number eight is alive. But but yeah. So I think that's cool character growth that they do in this movie.
Hmm.
Between those two.
That's probably why Call showed
Uh,
up with the flamethrower so quick in that scene. Because
right?
she wanted all of those clones done, and she was just like, oh,
Right?
"Here, here, take it,
Right?
do the
Oh
dirty
yeah.
work."
Earlier with Christy, when they find out that the ship is going to Earth, Christy goes like, or Cole goes, well, we have to blow up the ship, and Christy just snaps like, we're not blowing up the ship with us on this fucking thing. We get
Yeah,
off first, then we blow up the ship. Like it
yeah.
just shows like how quick Cole was to just destroy everything
Mhm.
instead of like instead of surviving herself or whatever. Like, she was more destined to destroy everything and make sure this alien, which is a good thought. Like it should never get to Earth,
It ends here. Yeah, they were pretty close to Earth too.
right?
Like,
They act well,
aren't they
like
only
did they?
aren't they only like fucking 84 minutes away at one point or some fucking thing?
Yeah, but the ship still crashes into the Earth. So I mean, you would think that with that much of an explosion that crash, it will kill them all, but you never know,
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
right?
Nuh-uh.
I don't think it would.
No,
I
me
don't think it
neither.
would.
Those things fucking live in
Right?
fucking lead, man. No, no fucking way.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Right? Like
Live.
one of them has solidified in there. But the funny thing is that Alien Earth doesn't take place after this movie. It takes place before all of the movies.
Oh yeah.
The new TV show that's coming out.
Oh yeah. I remember you told me
So
that. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a prequel that kind of makes you aware of why Wayland Utani want these creatures. I
Oh yeah.
guess is kind of because apparently they've wanted them since the first movie. Like crew expendable. It's something they want.
Uh-huh.
So they're going into the reason why. So apparently the xenomorphs have made it to Earth before, but we just don't know about it.
You gotta
Stick around in
just the
August.
elite few know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, exactly,
Huh,
exactly. Like
interesting.
fish
Yeah.
ship robot. That's not a robot. Yeah,
It's kind of like Andor.
but
It's like the pre-story.
yeah,
Yeah, nice. Cool.
exactly.
Hopefully, it's as good as Andor or better. Anyways, April, August,
Right.
August.
Yeah, August. Well, so I'm hoping that we can get through the Predator series and maybe do Alien versus Predator 1 and 2 before that comes out.
How many
I
Predator
think we
movies
have
are there?
time. Well, there's one,
Four,
two, three,
five,
four, five.
five.
Yeah, five. With Prey, there's five. Yeah.
Prey was the fifth one. I'm trying to remember the fourth one.
It's called The Predator. and you might not have seen it, and it's
we'll
it,
cross
it's
that bridge when we get to it, I guess. But yeah.
and
Anyways.
I enjoy it, but it's not a good movie. Again, like I want it, like Predator 2. I love it, but it's not a good movie.
I don't
And
really
we'll get
remember
to that.
Predator 2. I,
Uh,
I know I watched it.
so right, I remember because I that was one of the reviews I did, but we never actually got to fully film it and put it out there
Mm,
for the old Carl the Madman show.
hmm Fucking editing. Fucking computer.
Right?
Ah, that
Anybody
was the
out
worst.
there wants to
That
sponsor Carl with a computer? The
yeah. It would be nice.
Madman can use it.
It would be nice for that kind of crazy editing. What are you using? Just your
Just my cell phone.
really
I
for
I have
everything?
programs of everything. Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah. It definitely lags out through my animations, so I have to like
So
export them as full videos and then do the voiceovers so it's smoother.
huh. So even these 2 hour long live streams that we're doing right now, your phone can process that?
Yeah,
Wow.
absolutely.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I downloaded one. It took like I don't know a little bit of time, but not long. The last one we did, Alien 3, that's going to
Oh
come
yeah.
out
I guess I just
tonight or
don't
tomorrow.
I guess I don't have a big enough phone. Anyways, go. I was just curious.
Yeah, mine's got like 135 gigs on
Oh
it.
yeah, okay. That would make a difference.
Yeah,
Anyways.
yeah, I was blown away. But yeah, I guess back to the movie. So we were at Cole's a Robot. They have a really good kind of bonding moment. Uh, da, 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 decide to quit. Oh yeah, this is where Cole plugs in and to father uh,
Mhm.
and
In
that
her
she
her mole hole. I thought that was
well
kind of
yeah
cool
yeah
actually. She pulls out
right
pulls
just
out them. That was a
mole
that was a cool effect, cool idea, cool hiding spot.
yeah I
Hmm
right I thought that made sense for like an input. It was just like a
hmm
little mole,
Uh-huh. It was good.
inconspicuous,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, totally. Sneaky.
And yeah, she jacks in
Because
to the
they all destroyed their modems. But then
yeah,
Wheels is
and
like, but you can still jack in manually, you
yeah,
know that.
yeah, and because she has the hole in her stomach too, she's like, I'm pretty burnt out. I don't know what I can do. So
And
she sends in
so she jacks in, yeah.
uh, Jackson, and she decides that she can't blow up the ship. She can't set the timer
Yeah,
and set it to blow up.
there's not enough fuel in the ship to meet critical mass, she says.
Yeah, and she it with because she's got this big old hole in her stomach. But then she kind of like makes a little bit of I can't do this. Like I can't.
Mm,
So Ripley goes, well, why don't you just crash it?
that's right.
And she just goes, oh yeah, and just sets it to just crash into Earth. Just right into and not even into the water. When you see it crash, it like hits a continent. Like clearly it hits
Mm.
like a
I
landmass,
don't know.
not a body of
I don't know
water.
why I don't remember that scene exactly. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah. Uh uh yeah, Cole does all that and then they realize that the doctor who shot her has ran off and is trying to get them away. Trying to lock them out.
Yeah,
So Cole
take off in the Betty, wasn't
take
it?
off in their ship,
Yeah.
the Betty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their original ship,
hmm
and so Cole opens all the doors. They're like, let's give us an easy way. So she opens all the doors, and then the doctor's trying to get through, and then the door slams, and he's going, Father, Father, Father. And this is another one of my favorite lines of the movie because it's so dumb, but it works. And Cole goes, father's not here, asshole. And then the door slams.
uh,
And then she starts calling out, uh, intruder alert, intruder alert. All aliens come to sector one.
oh, that's
All
right. Yeah.
aliens come to sector one. Intruder alert. And then it cuts back to her and Ripley goes, huh, you got a bit of a mean streak, don't you?
That's right. Yeah.
Like, and then they have a bit of a bonding moment there, which I thought was kind of cool. Like that's needed in a movie like this because it's been kind of just action, shooting, no real like none of the even though they're good characters, none of them have any evolution in this movie other than these two.
Mm-hmm.
Really,
Mm-hmm.
like John is still an asshole. Reese is still the crippled funny guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
and okay, so they do that. Oh yeah, and then then they all start running. They all start running because they cleared the ship, cleared the way so they could all get right to the Betty. They all start running there, and then Ripley gets all weird. She gets real weird, and
Oh,
she
that's
starts
right.
smelling the grates,
Yeah.
and getting all
More,
weird about it. Like, oh,
more
I
artsy stuff.
artsy stuff. And she's like,
Art.
I can, yeah. And this whole next like 10, 20 minutes is almost just pure art stuff. It's not necessary. It just slows down the pacing
Yeah.
of the movie because I
Was
thought like
was it?
them leaving was perfect. It was a good setup,
Mm-hmm.
and like her getting pulled down. So yeah, Ripley is smelling. She goes, I can hear her, the queen. She's in pain, and then Cole's going, no, we have to go, we have to go, and then the hole gets pulled out. Oh yeah, all the way. They also found at some point in this movie they found a guy who has been clearly impregnated with an alien, but it hasn't burst yet. So he's just hanging out with them.
Uh-huh.
And he just has some comedic lines. He's just a random new character that they add to the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And like, he doesn't really have anything special except for the best kill of the movie, I think. And I'll tell you how they actually did like the whole shot of that uh, later on when we get there. But so this guy's connected to it, and Ripta gets pulled down, and you see her in this weird swarm of aliens that are just all like laying next to each other and pulling her into the hive. But yet, like none of these aliens are attacking the rest of the people up there. They're just like weird art shit. Like she
Mm-hmm.
and Ripley's laying there like yeah. Yeah. Oh no. And like these aliens are pulling her in. Like what is happening in this fucking scene, man? And that one has always made me like as a kid I was like that's weird, right? Like that's
uh-huh.
that's fucking weird. And it was fucking and it still is to this day a weird scene.
Mm-hmm.
And then DeStefano. No, not the Stefano. The weird guy that not the weird guy, but the guy that they found comes running up and he watches Ripley getting pulled into the aliens. He goes, "Oh, we have to go." And maybe because it's the guy that's already impregnated with an alien and the robot that are staring down into it, that's the reason that none of the aliens come up to attack anybody else. The only
Oh
two
yeah.
people that are looking there, it's like one of them is impregnated, one of them is a robot.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But but this is just I've watched this movie 1,000 times, and I've always wondered why these aliens don't jump up. But all the humans have ran right past, and they're more focused on bringing Ripley number eight, down to go see the Queen.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so the rest of them are just keep running to the ship. They get there, and Ripley gets pulled down, and she gets carried by an alien. So what do you think about that shot? Where it's just like fades in and out of like the light, and it's just an alien, just like walking. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I'm trying to remember it, and it's I don't know. It didn't jump out at me in any kind of way.
Oh,
The,
it's one of those shots that I was like, it's good that it didn't stay in your mind because it's still in mine because it's just carrying the Ripley and she's like and kind of like leaning against it and it's weird.
uh-huh.
It's just fucking weird, and then it's carrying her to the hive, the chamber, the egg chamber, whatever you want to call it, the nest,
The
like
nest. There you
the
go. Yeah.
core of the nest.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then it cuts to uh, no, then it cuts to the ship, and that's when they're all on the ship and they're getting it ready to leave. No, wait, no, Ripley's there. She's okay. No, no, she's in the Queen. So it stays with Ripley in the nest for a while, and it cuts to Ripley waking up and fucking Brad Dourif, the scientist, is in the cocoon, and he's just like talking to Ripley and just speaking out loud, going, "Yeah, so it all started off normally. You know, the queen had her eggs, but then something started off different. It was different. She had something inside of her, something that was human. You know, and this is the gift that you gave her, Ripley. You gave her the gift of a human reproductive
I,
cycle or
I
something like
I
that.
wrote that down actually. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Where did I lose it? Did I lose it? Oh crap! I thought I did. Maybe I didn't.
But yeah, no,
Unexpected benefit of genetic crossing process.
yes,
Unexpected benefit of genetic crossing process. That's what they said.
yes,
That's what they said. I don't know why I wrote that down.
and yeah. Oh, it's a good one. It's a good one. It just kind of
Mm-hmm.
stands out. Yeah, and he's just giving her this whole speech. Well, it cuts to the alien queen, and it looks in distress. It has this sack that's doing something different, and it's gooey, it's gross, it's slimy, it's wet. The whole cocoon scene is just it's just gross.
Mm-hmm.
And Ripley's just sitting there watching it, and then the hybrid burst out,
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
and this is when we get to the hybrid, the the
Yeah.
the thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it burst out, and you see it has eye socket, and you can see the eyes in it. That's why this one it distinctly has eyes, and it's like a child's eyes. It's fucking weird,
Yeah. They're
and
very
just so
dramatic
just
eyes. Dramatic.
and just so you know, the original version was even grosser than this.
Oh yeah.
It was the same thing, but it had male and female genitalia. They were both hanging out. Like it had like a big dick and then a vagina and then balls under the vagina. It's gross. And I will find a picture to put up there.
I'm good. Oh, okay. Yeah.
But for my edited version, I
Yeah.
will find a picture of it because
Yeah.
it is so much worse. And they even made prosthetics of it. And this is some of those reshoots that the company was like, oh, no, no, you took it too far. We can't do that. We can't do that.
uh-huh.
Okay. So they cut it back so it just has the belly that overflaps all that. Like it just kind of like it has this big flappy belly that just hangs
Mm-hmm.
over everything, which is
Mm-hmm.
again weird. And then big old titties, just hanging titties, big old alien titties.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And yeah, but it burst out, and then it smells the queen, and it rejects the queen as its mother,
Mm-hmm.
which is I thought that was a pretty like shocking scene. I was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
what? And
Yeah.
it just bitch slaps the queen, like just bear dogs the thing, and just rips off the whole top of its head. I thought that was
Mm-hmm.
like holy shit, this thing is strong.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it could just slap an alien queen's head and just take the whole top of it off,
This is
this
the
thing is dangerous,
this is version 2 taken over.
right?
Uh-huh.
and then it gets up and it gets out, and you see it in all its glory. Uh, I don't I don't know what it's awful, and it's just it is a disturbing design. Like it has a little bit of a human head, but the alien head, but then the eye sockets with dramatic looking eyes that are
Uh-huh.
like way too expressive, like
Uh,
way too expressive.
yeah, that's one of the things I struggled
And
with in this movie.
right?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh yeah. And then it moves up and it comes up to Ripley and it starts smelling Ripley and then it licks Ripley.
Mom. Hmm.
Mama, like, and then the scientist is like, look, it's calling you. It's like it looks at you like it's mother. You're like it's your mama. And then the alien, just, the hybrid, turns to him, the scientist that's been talking this whole fucking time, and just like walks up to her, like, and he's like, yeah, come to me. Yeah, yeah, come to me.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
what
that's
is
right.
wrong with this fucking, yeah, like
It's
just saying the scientist
like,
is like the
aw.
creepiest part. Oh, come to me. Yeah, yeah. And it comes up to him, and then just fucking, and eats his fucking skull. And this is one of the whole, the whole series when it pulls away, and there's just his whole head has been bitten off, and there's just like blood and brain matter falling out, and it's just like falling out of the hybrid's mouth, and then I can't remember how Ripley gets out of this scene. I think she runs away as that's happening, like as like or right after.
I don't remember either.
'Cause she runs away and then she gets into the ship and she closes it and she thinks, oh yeah, we got away. Classic alien ending. They all do it. The second ending where they all think they're getting away, and then there's like, oh, the goddamn door, the one that always doesn't close. So can somebody get out there and close that door?
Oh, yeah, that's
So
right. Yeah, yeah.
Johnner sends Cole back there, and she goes and looks at it, and she gets to the door. She's trying to pull it, and she can't get it closed, and then turns around, and there's the fucking hybrid alien that made its way onto the ship. Classic,
Mhm.
classic alien move. It's made its way onto the spaceship,
Surprise.
and surprise, right? At this point, yes, we know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I also love how it just reaches out, grabs the door, and slams it shut. like,
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
and instead of like color or like anything, it's just like, no, you're fucked. And just kind of closes it. And then
Mhm.
and then they start off and it shakes everything. So Cole's able to go and hide underneath something. And they're flying away. They're getting out. And they keep trying to call back. Hey Cole, Cole. And they're trying to get a hold of her. And so they send DeStefano, I think his name is, or whatever.
Something like that. Yeah.
The soldier boy. Oh, I guess we skipped the whole scene where. Yeah, we did. We did skip one scene where the rest of the crew gets to the ship and Ripley shows up too, and then the doctor shows back up again. You know, the evil doctor. He shows up again. He's
Mhm.
like, "Oh, we're taking the ship," and then this is when he goes, "DeStefano, take all their weapons." And DeStefano's like, "You know what? Honestly, sir, fuck you."
Mhm.
And then they all turn the weapons on him. He's like, "Oh, well." And then he does a big old Mexican standoff kind of scene. And then the guy who has the alien coming in that's been sitting there in him for way too long, he starts feeling it coming out, and he runs up to the guy, to the fucking doctor, and just starts wailing on him, like beats the shit out of this guy. Like just starts
Mhm.
beating his head, and the doctor puts like 5 bullets in him too, as he's running towards him. He's just like, ah! and then the guy still fucking beats his head in, and then he grabs the doctor and sits him against his chest because he can feel that that's where it's coming out. And he holds the doctor in there. And then they do a really, okay, Ruby, okay, it's okay. It's okay, Ruby. Animals.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so
Wow.
they do this cool scene where the camera goes down, where it goes like down the guy's throat. They actually put a camera down his throat and then reversed the shot. And then that's how they got it. Well, they put it down and then they just reversed it so it was going down. Like they put it down and filmed it coming up and
Mhm.
then reversed it. Reversed it and then they added the CGI alien in there. But like that's how they actually got the shot. And it was the actual actor's throat too. He was like, yeah, sure, why not?
Oh God.
Like I wouldn't sign up for that shit,
I'm good. What?
right? Right? But I still think it's one of my favorite kills of the movie because he holds the dog's head and you see the alien and then just bursts through the guy's head like just and it's and like the dude's head is everywhere. Like there's a lot of gore in this one too. They do
Mhm.
really good with the gore effects.
Mhm.
And then the rest of the crew just opens up and they shoot the alien and it's dead. Again, acid, what? Maybe, no, no, it's not. Whatever. I'm going to forget about that. But because like, if they shot the alien there, it would have burned through the. But I think they did it like at I don't know. Suspend my disbelief. Suspend my disbelief.
There you go. Yeah, there's no hole in the wall
Uh,
yet. No. No hole in the wall.
right?
No, that's later.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. So yeah, they're flying away back to where we were. They're flying away, and they keep trying to call Cole. So Ripley, she gets kind of a sense. Oh no, they should send to Stefano. And this is another one of my favorite kills of this movie, which I wish they linger on longer because it is such a savage fucking head crush. But yeah, De Stefano walks in there and the hybrid is going for Cole and then pulls away, and then there's De Stefano and he walks in, so the hybrid like kind of hides, and then the Stephanos goes through, and then it finds him, and then it just wraps its big ass hands around him and just crushes his head, and you just see it just fucking fold. But it's a split fucking edit, but you just see the whole dude's head just fold in this fucking creature's arms, and it's so good. And
Hmm.
I just wish they lingered on that for like just like a half second longer. It's such a good death kill, and I wish I want to know how they did it. It's probably just like a mold of the guy, and but like it was so good.
Hmm.
That's one of those gore kills that you go, oh yeah, they did that right.
Rewind.
And then the rewind, and then Ripley ends up being like, oh, what's going on in there? So she goes down there, and then we get it cuts between a whole scene that doesn't really matter with Johnner and Reese that are trying to figure out how to fly the fucking thing because Ripley's the pilot. Like Ripley knows how to fly this thing because it's older than she is
Hmm.
somehow. Like movie magic. It's something she could fly, but yeah. But she and then she leaves to go deal with the hybrid. So it kind of cuts in between Ripley dealing with the hybrid the uh, and them trying to figure out how to fly the thing and like land in Earth because and that's when it cuts in one of those scenes that cuts and you see the whole ship crash into the Earth and it's just like it just blows up. And it just crashes into a continent. No water. They didn't aim for water. Nope. None of that shit.
Let her go. Let her go.
Right? And yeah, so Alien Ripley goes to deal with the hybrid, and some of this scene is it's all right. I mean, I get it, but it's so weird when she's rubbing up on it and be like, oh yeah, and then she cuts her hand, so you feel like the acid blood, and then
Hmm.
throws it against the window, one of the windows in the
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah in the ship.
Hmm.
Yeah, she throws the acid blood in the window, and it rips a hole, and then
I was trying to remember
it
how the
starts,
hole got there. That's right.
yeah, and then it starts. The hole starts sucking everybody in, and
Mhm.
again, how do these airlocks work in these movies? Because in Aliens, it was like a whole fucking floor, as big as the bottom of my house, like my square footage of my floor here.
Mhm.
That whole size of a hole that was
Yeah,
open.
like a
That,
cargo drop, like a
yeah,
loading
that
fucking
pulled
docking loading door. Huge
right.
garage door.
That pulled exactly. That pulled the alien queen that landed on Ripley, and she was able to hold it again. Movie magic, but she was able to hold that thing without getting her whole body just fucking thrown through this hole. But yet this thing, there's a fucking like a pea-sized hole gets burned through this window, and this
Mhm.
alien gets sucked into it. And then it is one of the most disturbing death scenes. Just the way that they do it,
Uh-huh.
because it again, it is so expressive and looks at her like, "Mommy, why?" Like it has these eyes that are like
Uh-huh.
just like so weird, and then and then it pulls away from the hole, and then gets sucked back into it, and then like its whole insides get blown out the back. Which
Getting sucked
this is
out.
when the
Yeah.
CGI. This is like the worst part of CGI is the when it cuts to just like a bunch of guts in space.
Yeah. Coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, it just looks awful.
Hmm.
It like I thought it was just like it was just like a bunch of beige pieces being thrown out. Like there's no distinction. It clearly was a CGI effect that stood out to me where I went, that's not good. Maybe they were running out of money at that point, but it was just
Maybe. Yeah.
but also the with that like its stomach gets like fucking pushed out, like all of its guts get pushed out onto the floor and then sucked back in.
Hmm.
Like it is such a gross scene for this thing.
Hmm.
And it's
That's
sucked back in,
it's quite the death
and
scene.
then it comes right, and then it comes up to the expressive skull. The absolute worst part CGI to me
Yeah.
in this is the skull when and it makes like this whole very expressive face and then gets pulled through and
Hmm.
breaks through, and that looks awful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that,
I,
I could
I,
do.
I didn't like it.
I could probably do a better effect. Like all the real stuff that they did without the CGI, that looked cool. I mean, I could do
Yeah.
without that death in general, but the actual gore of it, like with its inside splitting out and like its like body slowly sucking through, I thought that looked cool. But the whole skull thing was just you should have not done that.
Hmm.
It was too much. And when it cut to like the last half of it, and it just all CGI, it was
It's
bad.
puppy dog eyes.
Yeah, yeah. Why give you like why, mom? Why? Like that. Like go on. You have to get
Didn't
boy, get.
didn't
I don't love you.
Ripley look like she was suffering in sadness herself
Yeah,
though? Or number eight.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Ripley.
Number eight was
My
they had a
baby.
moment.
My
Right? They
baby.
had this weird moment, and like, yes, but no. You have been trying to kill these things the whole movie, so just no, 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 Ripley. And
No,
then,
no.
yeah, I guess, and then the movie just kind of ends with them pulling into Earth and looking out, and then going like, "Oh, it's beautiful." And to me, as a kid, when she says like, "Yeah, I'm a stranger here. I'm a stranger here too. I don't know what I'm doing," that made me like realize, oh yeah, Ripley hasn't been to Earth in hundreds of years.
Hmm.
Like, she has to be declared dead somewhere, like hundreds of years before,
Hmm.
at
200
least
years.
after Alien Three. Yeah, 200 years. Yeah,
200 years
she had to.
is what Cull says at one
Yeah,
point in the movie.
yeah.
Ripley, whoever
So
such and such died 200 years
yeah,
ago,
yeah. When she's like, I am Lieutenant Ellen Ripley.
and
yeah, of Wheeler Utani and blah blah blah. She's like, oh no, no, you're not.
You died 200
Yeah.
years ago.
So, Carl, what was your overall feel of this movie?
Uh,
So, like, 'cause
it was a good action movie. It was, uh, it was, I don't know.
painless,
It, it was,
because
it was good.
it was to me like I had a lot of nostalgia as of it as a kid
Hmm.
because like it like it, I don't know, all the action and the funny characters, like they all like stood out to me as a child. But now that I watch it, I'm like, it's a popcorn movie. It's something you can put on in the background.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, it's a popcorn
Like
movie.
out of this series, it's just something you can have in the background and be like, huh, what's going on? Like
Hmm.
that, what? And then there's some cool action scenes, and but it's nothing that makes you think like Prometheus tries to make you do. uh, And yeah, so for the end one, but where would you put this? I myself, I'll tell you where I rank it. I don't want to hear yours. I put it above Prometheus, but below Alien Three. I would put Alien Three above this. I'd rather like I even though Alien Three is depressing and it's a hard movie to watch
Hmm.
as a movie experience, but again, that's the assembly cut. So
Yeah, true.
these two
That's
are these.
true. Assembly cuts better. I agree.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So these two are pretty close, but I would still put Alien 3 above it because I liked what they tried to do in that movie. This movie is pure schlock. You know, it's just kind of like, oh yeah, it's an alien movie, but not really. Like there's nothing to think about. They don't have any it's like the whole Cole being an android and her hating Ripley for being not a human, and then
Hmm.
them coming together. Like that's the most that they had for character growth. But that was eh.
At least
That didn't really.
at least there was character in it. I agree,
Yeah,
though. Yeah, if as far as what you just said, I would agree completely. I've,
yeah,
this movie came across to me being kind of Hollywoody. You know,
yeah. It and to me, I
I don't
kind
know
of found
exactly what that means, but
me too, and I kind of thought this was kind of like Covenant in a way, where but I liked Covenant coming out of Prometheus. I liked Alien Covenant because it was more alien, but it was also still had that Hollywood kind of shine to it,
hmm.
where there's like joke, but they leaned into more of the horror in that movie, which I liked. This one was definitely
Hmm.
one-liners,
Hmm.
explosions,
Hmm.
one-liners, explosions.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Yeah, that I guess that's what I mean by Hollywoody.
Yeah. But yeah, again, in my eyes, you should definitely check out Aliens, Alien 3. If you want to get sent through a whole emotional spectrum, if you like aliens,
You
then
need the
check out
fucking
Alien 3.
you need aliens. You need the fucking special cut of
It's
Alien
assembly
Three
cut.
for me to
Yeah,
agree with that. Anyhow, but because the
it's very,
theatrical version is hard to watch. I thought of Alien
it's
Three.
actually pretty bad. Me too. Like that was the like well, the low point other than Prometheus for this was the theatrical cut, but the
Mm.
assembly cut brought it up because there's
Total
more character growth.
brought it up so much too. Like made it
Yeah,
be a good, like pretty good movie. But
yeah,
I don't know.
absolutely.
But anyways, go ahead.
Yeah. So I would say Prometheus. If you really want to put yourself through a fucking garbage, but you want to learn the space jockeys come from in this universe. Uh, you you should watch you could watch Prometheus. You could probably skip it, and I think you could actually skip that entirely. Other than the whole Android thing, so you have to kind of know what David is. But anyways, Covenant is a good fun movie. That's another great one to watch. It's fun.
Mhm.
It's more in the spirit of Alien, and also I think Romulus is a really good movie to watch. That kind of bridges. Definitely, if you've watched one, two, three, and Resurrection, I think if you watch Romulus, it makes more sense the ending why they did it.
Hmm.
Because the ending, that's something I wanted to bring up. The ending to this movie and the ending to Romulus are the fucking same ending,
Pretty
in a
much,
sense,
yeah.
with there being this weird hybrid thing that
Hmm.
didn't need to be in the fucking movie, but they put it in both movies, and it's terrifying, it's creepy, but it doesn't need to be there. I don't know. Let me
That's
know in
what
the comments when I put this out.
that's what I thought about Romulus too. It didn't need to happen. It was already a good
The,
movie.
the, yeah, to me, it should have ended when they left. Maybe she died in childbirth, and it kind of ended there with maybe an egg being born. But, like if it ended with the egg being born and them leaving, so you knew that there was some kind of weird alien thing on the ship.
Hmm.
Perfect.
Hmm.
Like that would have been a cool cut just there, and then they would have got that horrific fucking birth scene, which was fucking awful. Which is like, but that was something they wanted to outdo the gore and outdo like the shock value, and that's something he really, Fede Alvarez, the director of that movie, really wanted in there. He wanted to outdo the gore and the shock value.
Hmm.
So that's why he had the whole birth scene. So if he wanted to still keep that in the movie, sure, keep it, but end it with the birth and then have it like roll off or something. Her dead. Nobody else knows that it's there. They're flying off and going to this thing. Boom, movie done.
You know,
Then it leaves one thing.
I wonder how many times, it almost seems like they made that for trailer purposes.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
how many times do like studios say we need something for the trailer that ends up not being good for the movie?
Yeah. Oh, it happens all the time.
Hmm.
All the time. Uh, actually, once we get into the superhero stuff, 'cause I'm going to make you watch some superhero schlock, but that's down the road.
Yeah,
There's
and
one movie
I have like zero lower when it comes to superheroes, man.
that's perfect.
Hmm.
That's perfect
I don't know.
because
I don't know fuck all.
there, there, there's one movie that they released. They released a trailer for the movie, and the trailer went gangbusters. I'm not going to say the movie, but the trailer went gangbusters, and then for some fucking reason, Warner Brothers hired the people that did the trailer to edit the whole movie.
Oh yeah, that's probably not it.
Oh,
that's
the
probably not a great
spit act.
idea.
That's a bad
Yeah,
idea. It's a very bad
I
idea.
wouldn't think of
So
it.
then they took it all out of the director's hand, and yeah, so that's another one where
Hmm.
and yeah, where the studio just gets in the way. Anyways, this has been Alien Resurrection. This has been, I guess, our finale, which is cool that it's a two-parter because it's good for the finale of the Alien franchise. Uh, but don't worry, we're not done dealing with alien beings that like to fuck with humans. Because next we're gonna be coming up with Predator.
Predator
Yes, the original,
with the original
and
Jesse the
Arnold
Body
Schwarzenegger.
Ventura, Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Oh yeah, all of them, all of
Carl
them. Carl
Weathers.
Weathers.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
I have seen that movie quite a few times. I gotta
yeah,
say,
Clark Duke. Clark Duke is great in that.
more than any of the Alien movies I've seen.
Perfect, because I have a lot to tell you because I love that movie, and this is the point where I'm going to put in my editing my favorite clip that I always use, which is the where he throws the knife, catches the guy, goes stick around. So again, stick around. Okay,
and,
that played out. Okay,
and
perfect. Stick
and
around,
and
and
when are we doing that? Next week or a couple weeks or
do you
whatever
want to
you
aim
want?
for Monday?
Next Monday for
We
Predator?
can aim, yeah. Let's. Yeah, I would love to keep getting these filmed, so I have a backdrop of things that I can release as edited videos too.
No, I'm good.
Because then it,
I think I'm good. I should be good. Mondays should be good. I'll let you know if something pops up on a Monday where I'm not good, but I should be good Mondays.
okay,
Mhm.
yeah,
Mondays at 8.
all right.
Mondays at 8
So Mondays at 8 for the
Pacific
nerdy
time.
and chaotic Pacific time. Yes,
That's 11 Eastern.
Mondays at 8. Come and check us out. And Carl the wait, yeah, man. I think yeah, that way.
No,
Yeah,
no, that I
woo,
don't remember now.
yeah,
I think it was that
woo. I don't know. I'm gonna keep pointing.
way. I don't remember which way to go.
Yeah,
I don't
expand.
fucking remember. It was fun. Yeah, it was fun.
It's been a
Yeah,
while.
I'm
Yeah,
looking.
it was
I'm looking
fun.
forward
And
to moving into Predator. Yeah.
right? And yeah, there's some good movies, there's some bad movies, and there's some movies I like that are considered. So I'm glad to hear your takes on them. And as always, Carl, don't forget to keep nerdy and stay chaotic. All
Oh yeah.
right, I guess I'm gonna find that
This is
close button here.
the hard part.
Ooh, I dropped it. Ooh, I
Ah,
dropped it. Ooh, 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 ooh.
oh, I'm on
Oh,
low
did I flip
battery.
it?
I'm on low battery.
Oh, you're the low battery. All
Yeah,
right.
this
Well,
time I am. Okay.
all right.
Later, dude.
All right. Later.